Hi everyone, I'm Miss Katie from Rockland Public Library, and I just read a couple of books off of the new Maine Student Book Award list, and I thought I'd share my thoughts with you. So the first one I wanted to show you is Gabe in the After. Gabe in the After is written by Shannon Doleski, and Gabe in the After is about a boy, Gabe, here he is, a boy, Gabe, who lives on an island in Maine, and it's a couple years after a sickness has wiped out a lot of the population. He lives on this little island with 2 adults and about 19 kids, and they believe that they might be the only humans left alive. The kids take turns checking every day. Out on another island, there's a sign that says, "Don't worry, there are other survivors. Stay here and we'll come get you." So there's a little check-in point at one of the islands, and one of the kids, as part of their chores, goes and checks every day. And one day, Gabe and his dog Mud go out to the island after 2 years of checking, and there is a kid there. It's the first person they've seen, a first new person in 2 whole years. And her name is Rel. Rel is odd and open and imaginative and just a lot of fun. And it opens up Gabe's whole mind because he didn't realize that there might be more people alive in the world and there might be more opportunities out there other than just his small community on the island. The book has fun characters in it, and I really enjoyed the first part of the story a lot, but you might have heard me say that there was a big sickness going around, and I found that this book was a little hard to read post-pandemic. Many kids may want to avoid this one depending on how they feel about that. But if you look at the cover and you say, "Oh my gosh, look at the adventure that they're having out in the wilderness," I have another book to recommend to you, also set in Maine. This one is not off of the MSBA list this year, but I recommend, if you're looking for some wilderness adventure, Wildfire by Rodman Philbrook. So Wildfire also takes place in Maine and is about kids who are accidentally left behind at their camp, at their summer camp, and end up having to make their way through the Maine wilderness and escape a giant wildfire that's running wild. This book does include some complex family dynamics, just like Gabe does, but it doesn't include any viruses. So you might want to lean a little more to this, but it's completely up to you. I did enjoy this book, but like I said, it was a little hard for me to get through because of COVID. Okay, so the next one I have to talk to you about is Twelfth. Twelfth by Janet Key. I highly recommend this one. Now, in general, when I'm reading the Maine Student Book Award books, I don't read the back and I don't read the inner flap and I don't even read the wonderful write-up that the people on the committee have written up. I just go into the books blind. So I didn't realize that Twelfth is actually about the 12th Night, which is a book by William Shakespeare. But don't worry, you don't have to know anything about the 12th Night to enjoy this story. It is an exciting mystery story. So it takes place at a theater camp, and Marin is going there and doesn't want to be there. Marin thinks that theater camp is really for loud, artsy kids just like her big sister, and her big sister is the last thing she wants to think about right now. And then when her non-binary roommate Theo starts to get bullied, they end up together in a storage closet and overhear a strange conversation that's going on, and they run into a missing teacher. They believe those things are tied to a supposed ring that's been hidden in the camp, that was placed there during the camp's creation by the camp's namesake, Charlotte or Charlie Goodman. So Charlie Goodman was an upcoming film director during the Blacklist era of Hollywood. So we get some flashbacks and some history in here tied in with some riddles. There are many riddles that are left along the path of their journey. And obviously we have friendship and camp, but it is a great adventure mystery story with lots of twists and turns. I highly recommend reading this one and all the other amazing books on the Maine Student Book Award list. Which one is going to be your favorite of the year? See you later. Bye-bye.